to the air. It's Daniels. It's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Gonna take a shot. Snags it down the right side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run, and these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Dead center perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Handoff to the lone back. Makes it past the marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
And it'll be the Condors come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. The short hands, it's Perkins. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Maybe a crease. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The Condors back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air, it's right. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. On the ground with the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you. Get to the running back before he gets started.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He'll pitch it. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack.
Love the play call on offense there. 3rd down. You're just trying to stress the defense, right? The football can be 3 different places almost at once. Is it the dive man? Is it the quarterback? Or is it the pitch guy? That time, nobody home for the pitch outside. So good decision by the quarterback. They pick up a nice game and get the first down.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
The give to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Condor!
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense, ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Goes to the option. Quarterback keep. He'll toss it. Sweet putt there. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Line gets set, first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Scanning the field, it's right. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. Plows through the defense. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Absolutely center cut. They take a 4-point lead here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Here we go, ready. Wide 53, ready, go.
Quick completion to the right. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
Ready. Red 54. Slider under.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. At the 45, on its way. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Lopez. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Hands it off on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense changing the play. Right back to the well. Drills him with a stiff arm. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That brings them to within 1.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the EA